Good morning to all. Let's proceed further now to understand the school of dualism with respect to the mind body problem. You will see that dualism, as I have shared it earlier, also means two different things. Dual means two. Okay, so here you will see that they are talking about the relationship between mind and matter or body. So here it's not just the material things I explained to you. When we are talking about two different things, human body or let's focus on human body first of all. So they think that this body exists in time and occupies some space, therefore they are calling it as matter. Therefore it goes to the school of materialism also. So dualism is also called as materialism, and materialism also has different versions about it. I'm not going to discuss about those aspects as of now. Let us just focus that there is this relationship between mind and matter, or mind or body, and that turns out to be your school of dualism. Now they say that if you want to start off, you need to start off with something called as mental phenomena. Now you see, you need to be very careful between the words phenomena and the word which is taking place over there in the world, which is existing in this world. And we will see the entire discussions taking place right from the pre-Socratics to Kant or the other philosophers also talking about phenomena on the one hand. On the other hand, they talk about non-phenomena. Now phenomena exist in the world, non-phenomena does not exist in the world, it exists somewhere else. So we need to understand what is those things. So here we have got the distinction between mental phenomena and non-physicalism, okay, a non-physical aspect. Now one of the earliest known formulations of the mind body dualism, underline it and keep it very clearly for yourself, because we are going to talk about Sankhya school. We have got this complete paper on classical Sankhya, and we will see what Ishwara Krishna has to tell us about that aspect of concepts or the theoretical aspects of the Sankhya school of consciousness. Then we have got yoga school of Hindu philosophy, yoga school, Patanjali's yoga school. We will understand they start off with the disciplining your human body, and then they talk about the higher aspects of the consciousness, and different schools of yoga are present. We will I don't know whether I'll get the time to focus on this or not. However, yes, we should be able to talk about it. Now this divided, now Sankhya and Yoga school, both of them combined together, divided the world into Purusha, that is mind or spirit on one hand, and on the other hand you have got what we call it as the Prakriti, which is the material substance. So we will I'm not going to discuss those things out here. It's just the introduction to try to grasp what exactly it is. Specifically the Yoga Sutra of Patanjali and the analysis of the entire thing, he has done it in an awesome way. And if some of you are interested, you can focus on the Patanjali Yoga book also side by side and try to understand how they are talking about the nature of the mind through the discipline controlling part of your own body. In Western philosophy, dualistic ideas can be seen for the first time through Plato. Okay, and he says that humans intelligence, if you all of you have read Plato's Republic, you have seen the way he talks about intelligence, okay, the faculty of the mind or the soul. Now we are a bit confused when he's talking about those things. And if you are strict, a serious student of Greek philosophy, then you will understand the importance of the Greek word that they use for soul and not the mind. So that's what the differences are coming in. Pre-Socratic philosophy full of Greek language. If you just focus on those things, some is talking in terms of logos, other is talking about in terms of fire, other is talking about in terms of the infinite something. So we will see those aspects also, and you will understand the differences that they are talking about. If you know Greek language, you would be able to understand it. Could not be identified with with or explained in terms of the physical bodies, like Pythagoras or Heraclitus, when they are talking about especially Heraclitus logos. Now you will see that you will not be able to understand what he is talking about. Or even Pythagoras, when he says that I have two important schools, one is the Theoreticos and the other one is Mathematicos, then you will understand what he is doing in acoustico school and what he is doing in theoretical school. Absolutely. And then you are able to understand ki, okay, this is what he is talking about if you are a serious student of philosophy of mind. And then they are saying that dualism has been advocated by Rene Descartes, and he holds that these are his conclusion. What is that? Mind is a non-extended. Try to understand this thing very clearly for yourself. He says that mind is non-extended, non-physical substance and res cognitans. Now I'm going to underline it and make it absolutely clear for all of us to know that yes, see, this is what he says. Descartes was the first person to clearly identify mind with consciousness, number one. Number two, self-awareness. So you have got a point to be noted out very clearly. One, consciousness. Secondly, self-awareness. Okay, remember these two words. And to distinguish this from the brain, which is the seat of intelligence, and that's why you see the head. Now, unlike Homer, who says that consciousness exists even in your feet or your calf portion or even your thighs, it is there. He made it very clear in if you read his book very clearly and underline it and keep it over there. And then Descartes was the first to clearly say this, which was the seat of intelligence. He was therefore the first to formulate the mind body problem. Now, religiously, if you look, mind-body problem was stated very clearly by René Descartes in Western philosophy. However, if you go ahead in contemporary philosophy, not even contemporary, you can say the middle philosophy. However, if you look at pre-Socratic philosophy, you will see that they are already discussing about consciousness, awareness, mind, body, how things are very different. Homer. I'm not just going to stop myself at pre-Socratics, because I have read the books by Homer, all the three, and then you will understand. Iliad talks about it, Odyssey talks about it. There's a beautiful discussion on the dining table itself, a table full of the goody food that has been served, and how the Greek individuals are talking about, because these individuals come from different states of Greece, and then they're talking about, no, I cannot eat a non-veg dish that has been laid in front of, because that's an animal and I cannot. And there's so much of discussion about reincarnation and everything. Then in the next part you will see they're talking about the animals which are helping them in the battlefield, especially horses. Troy story very well and try to understand. If you are reading, you will see the comments. The spirit had flown away from the body of the dead horse, and it has, I'm sure it is going to be placed in another body. It's very clearly written out over there that transmigration of the souls takes place from one body to the other body. Now that was very nicely taken care. So if you are ardent student, you can look into those kind of discussions also, which are taking, which took place in books like Homer and everything. I think I'm going to stop here with the short introduction about the school of dualism. Now in my next video, let's go ahead and understand what are the various arguments that has been presented and how to deal with these arguments also. Till then, thank you and take care. Bye.